Hello, everybody. It's me, Nemesis Bloodray.
Yeah, and that's true. It's me, Biffwe too, reacting to Aang versus Aether, the next death battle that we are both really interested in, and we both have like a lot of personal attachment to this matchup.
I watched a little bit of Avatar when I was younger. All I know about Genshin is through friends who play it. Here we go.
But everyone should know, unfortunately, Dr. Pepper did not return for this experience.
Well, so it goes.
But instead, I have a Scottish drink here by the name of Irn-Bru. I've never tried it. This has been sitting in my fridge for weeks now. And I'm going to crack it open and drink it. Let's see if you can hear it. Ooh.
The Avatar. This Avatar reincarnated as different
All right,
people for
I'm going to try the drink now.
all with their own struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang. Not at first, of
Oh, that's
course,
not what I was
thanks to his
expecting at all.
master and guardian, Yatso.
Oh, hold
As
on.
a
Whoa.
cheeky little air nomad, Aang traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with air bending.
The Irn-Bru is surprisingly creamy.
Spiritual of the four bending styles.
Like there's like a cream to it, which I didn't expect. I kind of thought it would be like just like an orange flavor.
I had never heard of Bagua.
Well, I mean, obviously you would not have. That was not English. That was just...
Also, he's not 12 anymore. I mean, the movie just came out, but like by the time of Korra, like he had been an adult. He has kids.
By the time of Korra, he's dead.
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Yeah, but he's had children, so like he's not 12 anymore.
God, you know.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself in his adorable Sky Bison Appa for 100 years.
Whoa, wait. I'm sorry, you did a name drop, but you didn't do like a big title card and have the whoosh sound. Did someone forget that? I'm being snide for no reason. I'm glad they didn't.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake.
That's rough, buddy.
Good meme, everyone.
Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity. And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass? From the Northern Water Tribe and its Green Crush, Aang learned waterbending. Themed around
I like that edit.
Movements,
I like that edit a lot. That looks nice.
In all forms to freeze targets, create water whips, and even cut through steel. Learning earthbending was way tougher, but Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop being a wimpy pushover. Now he can armor himself in stone, move the terrain of entire cities, and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Whoa, you mean he can see the earth even when he closes his eyes?
Waiting for the right moment to strike head on.
You can see the earth when it's not connected to the ground. Big fucking whoop, so can I.
I mean, you can't prove that. Have you ever done it before?
I too have held a rock.
I can't prove that. Oh, don't, why?
The Avatar, an enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril. Sure, if Aang dies in it, the Avatar cycle ends permanently,
Ultra Instinct.
But who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come on, Boomstick. The Avatar state
Hi, Jocelyn.
How long have you been standing there?
I've been here the whole time. I lurk where all Avatar talk is. Through the cosmic power of the Avatar's
Why say that over a clip of Zuko and just bring to mind adorable fan favorite?
Greatly expanding his bending options. Lava bending
10,000
from Avatar Roku, sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop
It's really
Fire
nice to see
Lord
Jocelyn
Ozai,
back.
he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Ugh,
You know what that means,
technically,
though.
I suppose. Gross.
Specifically,
What?
Aang sought the guidance of Guru Pata,
What are you
mastering
saying?
his power
Do you remember who they
through
called
his
in
chakras,
for
emptying his
League of
mind
Legends?
earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person he loved.
We get to hear
most.
Ringmaster
When he had
talk
to
about
choose
I mean,
between the world
I
or
do
the
like
girl,
Ringmaster,
Aang
more than
followed
most
his
people
heart
at
and
least.
didn't end
That is to
well.
say I don't despise him.
Got better. Aang
like a lot of people do. I think he's fine.
Even the enemy Fire Nation.
I did get really excited when I was watching a Monster High film and a character showed up. A just ringmaster, but as a skeleton, like an announcer for a show. He's got the pink hair, the exact same dude. And he has the same kind of like attitude when he's talking, the same manner of speech. You know, this is really funny. It made me really happy because I was like, I know that guy.
Atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
That's pretty fast.
Used his techniques to redirect natural lightning.
I'm glad that's the fastest feat in this episode.
Crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library.
I don't know if the building throw was really that impressive, man. You're
The library feat from Kai vs Toa, I remember.
The air nomads were pacifists who
Is that feat still get like town level? Because I remember there was a point in time where people pushed that feat as town level for whatever reason. I don't recall if that's
I have
still.
no idea.
There was like the feat for a bit. Because like Toph is strong, but Toph isn't like some super bender who's like infinitely beyond everyone else.
Not at all. Are you even listening?
So like the average Joe would scale to, or not the average Joe, but the average, a particularly strong but not Avatar level bender would scale to Toph. And obviously an Avatar level bender wouldn't need to scale to that kind of feat.
And finally mastering the Avatar state, making him as strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions. Or in Avatar Kyoshi's case,
that's a really cool edit. I really like using like a big feat from each of the 4 bending types. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, definitely. This analysis, I think, is doing so much more for Aang than his first one did, and it's like not even the same conversation.
Wiz could have come to the analysis drunk and said 3 lines, and it probably would have done more for Aang than his original analysis.
Fire Nation had cooled off. Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations.
MatPat would say that he's the villain for this.
And where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
Yeah.
God, the fucking Avatar morality, the fucking morality episode about Avatar of film theory, just, it really fucking got to me. That just kept falling down the rankings. The more I thought, why is he saying that the Avatar wasn't a perfect individual who accomplished everything Jesus would? So that means the Avatar is wrong and morally reprehensible and should not exist. Like, oh, fuck off. Like, the idea of X can't fix every problem ever, ergo, X shouldn't exist. Like, come on, man. Come on, like, penicillin can't fix everything, but that doesn't mean the solution is to just get rid of it.
Grape jelly can't fix everything, but it does make stuff taste pretty good.
Speaking of fruit things, we're gonna have another drink of this.
Gambler in Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-799-7777.
In Connecticut.
ccpg.org.
Whoa.
21 and over. Physically present in
Whoa.
Michigan, New Jersey,
Whoa.
Pennsylvania, and West
Why is this
Virginia,
going on so long?
Canada. Eligibility restrictions apply. Non-withdrawable spins issued as 50.
You know, in Australia, the way we deal with this, with gambling problems, is there's a single line at the end that shows you help and tells you, like, it's just a single line that explains the whole thing. It doesn't go on for an hour.
Welcome to Teyvat, a mysterious
The land of
governed by
Yuanshen.
godly archons that drew the eye of someone beyond the stars, Aether. AKA the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister Lumine in search of the flowers that bloomed on their lost home, only to crash land, awaken to an apocalypse, and get cubed by this jerk. Separated from his sister, Aether awoke again in a new, less
I guess I get the matchup now.
Pathetic pet pixie, Paimon. Yeah, she makes for good emergency food. With his new guide, Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past, but got a Breath of the Wild glider instead. And his first element, Animal,
Seriously?
letting him make air slashes, tornadoes, and of course, Windblade! But guess what? Traveler wasn't the only one with a power like this. Teyvat was full of blessed people wielding these relic things called visions. Vision bearers can imbue their weapons and bodies.
What, visions? You mean like the red tornado guy?
A special, well, Vision to perceive
Yeah.
the
You
elements
excited
around
next
him.
time Red Tornado versus the Vision? You would be like one of the only people genuinely excited for it.
Through Paimon's guidance, he began collecting elements from
I-
mysterious statues
yeah.
across Tibet.
I would
I
be
do.
excited.
I really like Red Tornado.
nation
I
had a
have
new
such a soft
culture,
spot
a
for
new
so many
element,
like
a
B
new
or
crisis,
C-list
and
DC
new
characters from
character
specifically
banners
Brave and the
asked to play
Bold.
a
Like,
suit for a
I love
murder
Red
case, and
Tornado. I love
Traveler
Blue
wasn't
Beetle.
interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where
I
his
love
sis was,
Bawana
but he was
Beast.
roped
I
in
think Blue
anyway
Beetle
and got
deserves
the
to be a little bit
geo
higher
ability
in the
to
list
form rock
now.
constructs and eruptions
His
of
movie
Earth.
wasn't
Dead
huge,
Man.
but like it was a thing.
He didn't
Dead
care
Man
about its war with
deserves to be
the
on.
vision bearers
Do you know
and
I've got an
the
action
Guardian
figure of Dead
until he
Man,
saw
like of
the
all
suffering
characters?
caused by its tyrannical rule and joined the
You?
resistance with
Yeah,
electro
I've got an action. You know what his accessory in the box was?
Thunderblades and lightning.
Trapeze.
His accessory in the box was a soft plastic recreation of the front half of his chest and face that you can attach to another figure to look like he's possessing them. But it just kind of looks weird.
That's kind of funny.
It is really
There he
funny.
is.
Hi, Ringmaster. I really like the DC Icons line. I'm so upset the Booster Gold and Blue Beetle 2-pack never came out.
Everything there is to know about the Genshin meta.
And that's
These
so
are to mix
frustrating.
Elements for different reactions. Basically, big elemental combinations. Geo crystallizes materials into special barriers. Electro mixed with water stuns foes. Animo spreads elements around in swirls of destruction. Boom!
Like how I combine beer and gunpowder.
Exactly, Boomstick. Using
You
Denko,
shouldn't do that.
Can form plant life that when mixed with water.
I don't know
lightning
about that.
makes
I mean,
homing beans.
why not? Have you ever tried
run
it?
From that. With enough clever thinking and
I guess not.
artifact farming, you can combine anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll show you a whale. Drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later beat Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times. Speaking of time, Aether had control of more
And?
than just his own future. Tevet's fate fundamentally
It's just
changed
me, or did that
Time.
just kind of come out of nowhere and
all through his unending
mean
willpower.
nothing?
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone unbound
Or is
by
it
his
just-
destiny.
Something.
This
I don't know enough
tree
about
that
Genshin
records
to
all of the
elaborate on
world's
anything you're
events.
talking
Had no
about,
idea he existed. Like when he helped defy the judgment of a biblical
Also,
flood in Fontaine,
I've
where
not.
he
Have I
mastered
missed something? Have I
hydrogen
not
for
seen
his
a
best
single
weapon
sword
impression
surf
with
in this
water
whole
bolts.
segment?
Like a dinosaur chose not to blow up the world just because
I think they covered the sword after
that
the
wasn't cool
elements?
enough.
Question
Traveler
mark?
can, unrelated,
'Cause
turn into a dinosaur.
I don't know if you know
Hell
this, but
yeah.
in
Oh,
anything
look at it.
Chinese
Wonder if I
fantasy
could get a
related,
dinosaur
unless
on my
it's
Genshin team.
unless it's
Through these
specifically
this thing called
Romance of the
Monkey
Three
can
Kingdoms,
fly. Dig
Journey
into
to the
earth
West,
with
or
charged
Water
flows like a
Margin,
Jurassic
you
Bulk.
cannot
He traveled
make
across the land,
a Chinese
searching
fantasy thing
far
without a
and
character
wide,
surfing
and
on their
finally
sword. It is
stopped
just
swinging that one-star
morally
gold.
unacceptable.
Instead,
Oh,
picked
there's
up
a sword.
prototype
Okay, does he
green
surf
sword,
on it?
which he wields like a beast thanks to the sword
I don't
master's
know.
skirt and several
'Cause
straight
that's
days
like
of training.
default.
What a grind set. Still, Traveler's Cyst kept eluding him.
'Cause
choosing to
having
hang in the shadows
Chinese
with
fantasy
these
without a guy
Illuminati folk.
surfing on his
A group
sword
from
like a
Conrad,
hoverboard
the nation
is
cursed
like
by the
having
gods
Western
for messing
fantasy with
the
no
abyss.
dragons,
Unbeknownst
you
to
know,
Aether,
or no
the Cyst
wizards.
had already traveled to that in a journey that mirrored his own. And at
Or
the
like an
end, she
isekai with no
found-
JRPG
well,
mechanics or
we don't
slavery.
really
It's
know.
just that's not how
Not
it
yet, at
works.
least. But whatever it is got her to side with the creepy villains. Plot twist. Eventually,
Please
Aether
tell me
rose
there's a
the
sword
nation of
surf.
Velen to fight
Please-
in its
hold-
never-ending
wait.
war with the abyss.
No.
He gained the pyro element.
No.
learning to launch fireballs and explosions
No,
combined with flame with
you have no idea how
He
important the
didn't
sword
just dabble
surfing
in
is to
fancy
me.
pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people
It's-
Traveler
I wouldn't
achieved
stay
the
hung
Night
up
Soul's
on it.
blessing.
I
Power
would.
gave fuel
You're
to
not
primordial
Chinese.
strong enough to
It
make a
matters a
blade of
lot to
fire
me.
hundreds of feet long. Hell yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the abyss, which is on the level
Wow.
of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
I'm trying to think what
Oh,
characters I've
in
seen
Age of
sword surf.
Past,
I've seen
sliced
Asta do it.
Yoshinori Island in two. That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a
How-
whole ass mountain?
how-
According to Paimon, Traveler can
how
level a
much
mountain himself.
Chinese media have
Aether
you
learned
consumed?
how to use
Exactly.
light energy to form a Kuvaki shield.
I know that,
Something
like,
he used to
part of
protect the
Wan
people
Shen's
not
entire
blocking
identity
a
is that
cannon
it
blast
pretends
with
not to
enough
be
energy
Chinese,
to obliterate a town.
but
This was no ordinary
come on.
cannon either. It also uses Kuvaki energy.
I guess I
so
play
that's a
Marvel
beam of light.
Rivals. I
Through
play
all his
Zenless Zone
adventures,
Zero.
Aether had come to
Who cares
genuinely
about
care
Marvel
for
Rivals?
Chinese people. Maybe
that's a
one day
joke. I
he
know
will
everyone
reunite
does. I'm
with his
I'm
sister.
sick of it.
But for now, he's fighting for a whole new world. His new home. Ooh, You need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you worry, gang. I dumped all my savings into Primo Gems for this. We can't miss when
Of
those
course
ice
he
guys
did.
trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to
So I'm thinking the Scaramouche thing they brought up earlier, is that so they could bring up experience, you know? Like,
A what?
I don't know, I am in the way of that.
Broken shit.
Oh,
To Aether, the journey
but
has meaning.
is this so they can bring up,
birds
like,
of
the
Tibet,
experience thing?
the
Because,
songs of the people,
presumably,
they are all
presumably,
permanent.
right,
Even if it's
Traveler
against the abyss
is really
itself,
old, but
a new
most of
dawn
that time was sealed
somewhere
away, just like
beyond the
Aang.
stars. And a
So,
field of flowers
the
to
Scaramouche thing,
lead
doing the
to
same
love.
battle hundreds of times, would count as hundreds of times the experience of a
The
normal
battle's
battle,
about to
right?
start, and if you like death battle
Is
music,
that why they
Yes.
brought that
Well,
up?
there's also, it's like, Aang's over 100 years old, but that's
This
not
album
as much a
features
factor.
10
Oh my
as,
God.
like,
independent era created by our
having
awesome
The
access
fucking
to
vinyl
previous
thing.
Avatar.
They're actually doing the
Yeah.
vinyl thing.
From Ruby versus Maka.
I thought they forgot about that promise. Everyone else did.
or Requiem for a Thief
I'm not
from Joker
I'm not
versus
getting it.
Jordan.
I didn't have a record player.
The I don't know if they mentioned it. I think they did mention it. The illustration on the front of this vinyl release was drawn by Luis.
And more. Plus, it makes
Cool.
a great piece of art to display around your place. Drawn up by our own animation
It-
director.
I-
Yeah.
That's a good question. Did they mention the fact that Luis drew it?
They did just now.
Are you sure? Did they mention that, though?
And
I think they
remember,
mentioned that Luis
existing
drew
Traveler
it.
members get a discount.
Why is Reiki on there?
DeathBattle.gg, the home of Death Battle.
Why is Reiki on there
All right,
of
the
all
buttons are
tracks?
set, and we've run the data through all
Look,
possibilities.
I had someone who likes the track. I just why? But I don't have
Are
a
you
record player,
ready?
so I wouldn't get that myself.
Uh,
And also, it's probably quite
prediction?
expensive. Aang's dead.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think they brought up the big feats that I read on the fucking G1 blog. But basing just
I
on
will
that,
say, Aang looks a little tall.
that's I think that's adult Aang, isn't it? Okay, it's not adult Aang.
It sure doesn't sound like him.
It's reverse Ben 10 situation.
He's Bugs Bunny. No, he's a dinosaur. Yeah.
That's him, all right. Most of what I'm getting right now is the music. I'm liking the music. Where'd he get that? Oh, that's cool. That's a really cool bit. I like how like it's playing in such low quality that half the time it looks incomprehensible.
A little bit.
What's going on? Paimon goes treasure hunting for 2 minutes. Now everything is going
What?
good.
Okay.
They're flying.
They fly now?
They fly now.
They fly now!
Do this?
We recently down here had a friend go through the sequel trilogy for the first time, and our like immediate response to that knowledge was me and Huan both going, "They fly now!" right to him. It was just
funny.
on the spot. He was not free from the sequel
Damn.
trilogy memes for the whole day.
Never, ever stop moving forward. Remember.
Okay.
No one fights alone.
Oh, he said something.
That was a reference to something, I'm sure.
That's probably the thing he says when
All
he
those
does a
elements.
thing. Wow. It looks nice. A fucking
Rider
rider kick. Or something. I couldn't tell what the hell was going on there. I'm just, the funniest thing is that I'm just kind of seeing shapes and interpreting them. I guess that's life though.
He's doing the poses from the intro.
Oh, he said that he called himself the Last Airbender. Wait, no, you're not. Not anymore. Because like this very much looks like adult Aang.
Oh fuck, not the purple.
Oh, that's the me color.
Through the heights and shallows.
Great ether.
You see, because that's his name. And then he lands and he says, "You left me no choice."
Way to go, Traveler! But does this mean no treasure?
He left me no treasure.
And but dailies are done. What a miss.
This was an interesting pairing, so let's break this down by
Pay
power,
attention,
experience,
Boomsday.
speed, and elements.
First up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities, and we're way stronger than characters that can break mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of Kyoshi. Similarly, Night Soul's blessing let Aether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who splits Yashiori Island in two.
With an attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds. So we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Turns out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island, about 3,000 gigatons of TNT. So their power is tied up.
Which means comparing their experience
Interesting.
is crucial.
Okay.
Aether's mastered more elements than Aang, but the Avatar state gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Aether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused. Traveler is skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang. However, another important factor to consider is speed.
In terms of mobility,
Yeah, so
both
last
could
we're gonna go
roughly
to
match the
Traveler.
other. If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just
It would be
take
really
his
funny
way
if
out as a
speed was a
dinosaur.
tie.
And Aang's airbending
And then
glider meant
elements
he
went to
could
Traveler, and it
easily
was just like a
counter
joke
Aether
in the
with
categories.
But in terms of
And they had to
raw
pull out like a
reaction
fifth
speed,
category, like,
Traveler
oh
had it in
shit.
the bag. Aang bending away lightning is crazy
No, okay,
fast,
never mind.
But
That'd be
Traveler
really-
could dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light speed Kuvaki laser.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
Over 3,000 times faster than Aang. Traveler takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature against the other?
At first, I actually thought this was Aang's dub.
Aether's elemental
Really?
control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are
Really,
projectiles,
man?
spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past. Aether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But he's
throw in
got
the
so
combos of
much
elemental
more of
reactions,
them.
And the script flips.
That-
Traveler could mix not just his elements,
Yeah.
but also Aang's
What in
in
what
ways that
world
Aang
does it
could
look
not.
like? Oh,
Bending
Aang's
was
got this
Aang's greatest
category.
strength, but also against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Aether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang used fire,
Which is
he could
kind of
avoid
interesting
passive
to
and nova.
weaponize the
Aang
Avatar
used
state
water,
against him.
Traveler's electric
Yeah.
charge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa canonically say this is
Don't
how
say
the
that.
elements work.
And unlike Aang, Aether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Aether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
Aang could redirect lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaw?
Yeah, like,
or an
that-
electrified tornado,
that feels like
or
the point
dendro blasts of pure
where it's
plant
like,
energy?
in
The
what
Kavaki
world did it
shield
even
especially
remotely
gave
look
Aether
like
strong
Aang would
defense
take
to fall
this?
back on.
They
Since it was
both
made
can
of
control
pure
each other's
light, Aang
elements,
had
but
no way
one
to
has
remove
stuff
it
the other guy
outside of
can't
brute
control.
force.
Story
By
over.
comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block
Little bit.
Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great situation to be in.
And since Aether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy bending, even if he theoretically overcame Aether's willpower.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world. Sorry, Aang, but elements goes to the Traveler, cinching his victory. Either way you cut it, he was in his element.
The winner is the Traveler, Aether.
Okay, I'm ready for my cameo. Oh.
Next time
Thumbs up.
on Death Battle.
Thumbs up to that. Oh. Oh. Whoa. 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 Hold on. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Guess who?
Oh, it's Tahu, baby! What?
Literally nobody predicted this. Even if you gave me the series, I would have thought Lloyd versus Takanuva, right? But
Yo!
what a welcome surprise.
Oh my god! We got fucking Toa Tahu on the scene! I mean, that's a bit of a shame
Kai,
in the sense
which, I
that
mean, like...
my preferred Toa Tahu matchup would have been Grimlock, but I'm okay with this turn of events. I'm okay. This is acceptable. Are you fucking kidding me though? Toa Tahu on Death Battle? Oh,
because this
fucking
is
ace.
so different from anything we've been getting that, like, because this is not. I mean, they have cartoons, but like this is toys. This is a toy match.
we got a fucking matchup from characters that aren't from the US, the UK, Japan, or China. We fucking did it! We fucking did it!
Which there's so much to unpack because they also, like, the trailer said brick by real brick, so it'd be really cool if there was some stop motion in the animation.
Just
that
hoping.
Would be awesome.
Though it's really funny, brick by brick. That's like the Lego Island theme. What does that have to do with anything? But I know that's like the Lego mantra, but I associate with that with Lego Island more than anything. Wow.
Now, Bionicles were, I don't know if they were before my time, if they were during my time, or what happened, but I kind of missed the boat on them. I know the gist of them. Also, somewhat recently, I watched a lore video, so I get, like, the concepts, right? Ninjago, however, I did grow up with a little bit. And I think it's so interesting to analyze Kai specifically because Lloyd absolutely is just the main character past a certain point.
Yeah, I mean, not like Tahu's ever the main character himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kind of more like, I guess, the mascot of the original, like, Bionicle
series.
He's
like the popular character, probably because probably a lot because of Mask of Light, where Tahu is like the rebellious, edgy anti-hero. So that kind of just makes him cool. He's voiced by Scott McNeil, my goat. And he surfs on lava. Yeah, he's got this whole character arc to him. Because, like, if you ask, oh my god, I'm the whole just.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's something so different from what the rest of the season has been, and it's something that it's just what a breath of fresh air, right?
Yeah.
Because if you ask me, I couldn't have imagined this episode happening in the last, like, however many years of Death Battle, let alone this season.
And it's a battle where they're not main characters and not from anime. If we get a non-main character in Death Battle nowadays, it has to be from like some shonen anime. But this has broken the trend. They're from Europe. They're European characters. Oh my god, they aren't from the UK. Oh my, I kind of
want to go back and rewatch some Ninjago.
I'm going to go back and rewatch the 3 Bionicle movies that count. Even though Ty is only in 1. He's only in Mask of Light. Actually, he might be in the end of Legends of Metro Nui in the shot where it shows, like, the... it was Legends of Metro Nui or Web of Shadows had, like, a shot showing, like, the modern day, quote-unquote, of Mask of Light.
I know he's in stories, but I assume those are, like, toy line stuff.
Yeah, I mean, the interesting thing I'm interested in is I'm pretty sure Tahu should not scale to like the big cosmic stuff because Matanui is on a whole other level to Tahu, but I don't know if Kai would scale to the cosmic stuff in Ninjago.
I don't know. It's also very interesting. One thing that I've always found kind of interesting about Bionicle is, like, on the surface, like, just looking at the designs, it's like cool robots, right?
Yeah,
but there's such like a specific, like, Pacific Island vibe to it.
And they're like partially biological too. Like I think like the first 3 Bionicle movies properly represent what they're supposed to look like, as opposed to being fully toy accurate. And so they have this like, they have like bits of like flesh on them, and they move in a very natural way. There's no like gears or rotor, like stuff like that. It's just like organic metal.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm thrilled. A couple
What I
years ago.
remember most of Bionicle is the bugs that are trying to like latch onto their heads and shit.
God, there's a lot of bugs. I feel like, so a bit ago, there was a like a promotional, like a gift. No, there was a new Bionicle set came out a bit ago. And I got it. It was Toa Tahu with Takua, I think, and I was so bummed out I couldn't find it, because it wasn't like a grab off the shelf thing. It was like a spend X amount at a Lego store and you will get it for free, or you will have it as an option among with other gifts to get for free. And I traveled so far to find it. I traveled so fucking far, but I needed my Tahu. And I think there was a collectible minifigure Tahu as well recently. But if that's out yet, I've never been able to find it. Scott versus wiki page.
Why are there so many versions of him?
There's a lot of different designs. The one you see like in with like the screamy mouth, that's like the kind of normal one. But the one the one that's got the more biological look is more so how he probably should be looking.
But this one's
because like
neat.
Tahu is like the favorite of that era. I think if you're gonna ask someone what their favorite is from that lineup, it's most likely going to be Tahu or Kopaku. And Kopaku is really cool. That's not a pun. That's not a pun. But for anyone who knows, he's the ice one.
Do you know about this?
Yeah, we're not. I hope we don't. We're not going to see Fortnite, Kai. At least I hope we don't. That would be cringe. Because the thing with Lego characters.
Now, what I didn't know about was all this shit. I didn't know he had like a mech suit.
I'm sorry, did you say mech suit? Dude, the Ninjago toy line loves its mechs.
I remember him having a dragon in the show. Yeah. And I remember their 4 dragons becoming 1 dragon with 4 heads.
Man.
A jet?
I might have to go through a bunch of Bionicle comics, just the same way I did for like Sentry. Except in the case of Bionicle, I know I've read some runs and I know I've not read others. There's a lot of stuff.
It's so funny because people with some accents, like your accent or like British accents, or like a bunch of the lore videos, the way that they read them, when they read Bionicle too quickly, it does sound like they're saying Barnacle.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Oh yeah, Spinjitzu. I forgot. Yeah, that's the whole thing about Ninjago, isn't it?
We are going to get a good old spinning time. I'm confident.
That's what he do.
If they got Scott McNeil somehow to reprise the role of Tahu, I would be so happy. Scott McNeil, who famously also voiced Dinobot in Beast Wars Transformers, and also Waspinator and Rat Trap and Silver. I'm not acknowledging what you put on screen. The audience can't see it. I'm not showing them.
What a crazy time. Also, we didn't have to wait 3 weeks to see Kai versus Tahu. I'm so curious. I want to see it now.
Yeah! I'm fucking excited. This has been like a really boring lineup all year. Way to fucking kick it up a notch with something completely different.
No, absolutely. Let's see what do we have here? Huh? What do you mean Tahu if Kai wins?
Don't worry about it.
What are these?
Don't worry about it. Well, the one on the bottom right is a Paraka, I think. They have the funny wrap.
Toy, I think.
I've got fucking Why don't I've got that? That is a nightmare. That is. But I've got some of those Bionicles, like the Burger King Bionicle figures. I don't think I've got Tahu's line. Actually, no, I've got I've got the Happy
Definitely
Meal toys.
one of these.
That's a Happy Meal toy. That one. I've got that like a bunch of those Happy Meal toys.
Then I've got a Happy Meal toy.
I've got a ton of them. I found one at a fucking EB Games recently, which is a store we have down here. And they just had like $2 for a fucking McDonald's Bionicle toy, and no one was grabbing it. And I was like, you know what? I want that. Apparently, the money went to charity, so that's good. I wanted the fucking Bionicle. It was a Paraka too. They have the fucking.
I had this one.
I had both of those. I have both of those somewhere.
And then this one, I think, is the other one I had.
Have you heard?
Yeah, I had these two.
I think I had the one. I had a lot of these. Oh my god. Have you? Because
I remember specifically, this was the first toy I ever had with light piping in its head.
That's crazy. Don, have you heard the Paraka rap?
No.
You should look up Paraka rap. It's a classic.
I might on my own time.
It's iconic. It's an iconic commercial. I fully support Paraka versus G2 Bruticus. Just for the commercial raps. Why?
Rainbug. These, yeah, that's what I remember. Is this thing?
That's not Bionicle, Don.
Okay.
But I will forgive the confusion because Hero Factory is like the spiritual successor to Bionicle.
Oh, okay. And I did have an Obi-Wan and I had Obi-Wan, Batman, and Grievous.
Just because they use the construction system doesn't mean they are Bionicles, okay? Bionicle specifically... No, Bionicle specifically refers to a toy line, a continuity, a series. But the Bionicle system is the construction system. That's what he's using. And I think he's using parts from like... Yeah, he's a lot more modern than classic Bionicle.
This is a Bionicle, man.
It's not a Bionicle. It's a construction figure.
Well, see, that's funny because if I look up Grievous Bionicle,
it's not. It's not though. It's not a Bionicle. It's using the construction system. It's because people don't know the system. People don't know the system isn't called Bionicle. The system is called construction. Bionicle is the line, the series. Okay,
I looked up Grievous Bionicle, and there it is.
Man, go look up Nim the Magnificent, you fucker. He's not looking up Nim the Magnificent, everyone.
No, not these.
It's your favorite character. It's a D-list Spider-Man villain. Your favorite.
He's not a D-list Spider-Man villain.
Okay, it's a C-list Spider-Man villain.
Like that popular, but
I guess he was in the video game.
I'd say he's like B-list.
I don't know if I the thing with Scorpion is, well, the thing with Marvel is that if they've not been in a movie, they're at least not A-list.
Yeah, I had this.
Wait a minute. Well. Is Boomerang going to get a proper movie appearance before Scorpion?
Scorpion's also going to be in Brand New Day. He's going to be the main villain.
Oh, all I know about Brand New Day is that people were excited to see Spider-Man throw himself off a building, and Boomerang's going to be in it.
Boomerang's going to be in it. Punisher's going to be in it. Jean Grey's going to be in it for some reason.
I know Punisher's going to be in it.
Hulk is going to be in it. Daredevil's probably going to be in it.
I saw this one.
Tarantula's going to be there.
There's this one looping gif of Spider-Man like throwing away Punisher's gun, and the Punisher pulls the same gun out, and it's captioned like me when I fight a guy who's got an infinite amount of copies of the same fucking gun. that really got me.
Yeah, here he is.
What is that? Ew. Ew. Okay, the helmet fixes a lot of it, but ew, what's with the tail? How do they have such an accurate Boomerang, but then Scorpion looks like, well, I mean,
yeah, Tarantula too.
It's Tarantula, I guess. Well, like, it's hard for me to be terribly excited about Tarantula. I do notice it looks like they took away the tarantula on him, like on the chest. It's like so stylized to look like armor that it no longer looks like a tarantula on his chest. That bugs me a bit. Okay, the hand is not a character.
The hand is there.
The hand is not a character. Oh my god, he's fighting a bunch of Kais from Ninjago. He's fighting a bunch of Kais from Kai VS Toa Tahu, Ninjago vs. Bionicle Death Battle.
You're so right.
I don't know if I'll watch. I mean, I will watch Branding. I don't know if I'll watch it in time. Boomerang is just like, yeah, that's Boomerang, all right. They didn't
that
even
is Boomerang.
They didn't even like really. They didn't even try that
looking at
hard to like gas it
right.
up. I'm glad they chose that outfit too. I like the purple one, but I like this one more because it looks like it's going way too hard into the Boomerang stylings, you know? Like, he's got a boomerang on his chest, he's got 6 boomerangs on his back. His helmet's a boomerang, his fucking on his like knee, on his like shins and on his forearms, he's got boomerangs.
Oh yeah.
He's got boomerangs on his ankles. Yeah. Like he's got 2 boomerangs making up his visor, essentially.
It's so funny. He used to be a professional baseball player. That's why he's so good at throwing stuff. And then they learned he was born in Australia.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, it's time to typecast
in the United States."
Bitch.
And they're like, "Oh, so you're the boomerang guy?" He's like, "What?"
You know what? I just had a thought. That boomerang design reminds me of the Mortal Kombat 9 Scorpion design, because if you look at Mortal Kombat,
yeah, he was this for a bit.
If you look at Scorpion's design from Mortal Kombat 9, he is covered in scorpions. Like,
oh yeah.
That's what that boomerang design reminds me of. It's just covering yourself in the thing. Also,
I hate his debut design. This sucks.
The giant bee, the one boomerang on his head, one on his waist.
Half of the shit he throws isn't even boomerangs in this appearance. He throws discs.
Well, I mean, you know, he can't call himself Discus.
I don't know who that is. That's not Fred.
That's terrible. Boomerang's got a lot of bad designs.
Oh yeah, the Boomerang Revenge Squad. Shout out these guys. I love these fucking losers so much.
I mean, most people like Shocker. Most people don't know Hydro Man.
I love Speed Demon and I love Hydro Man and I like Shocker.
Even less people know Speed Demon than Hydro Man. At least Hydro Man got to show up in... not really show up, but kind of show up.
Oh, dude, Blizzard? I don't even know who that is. Is that Whiplash?
I mean, he's got a whip.
Ugh.
Oh, and now Captain Boomerang started doing paid.
I will say, I'm kind of split between. I really like his classic look for how like corny and of its era it is, but I really like the modern look with like the toboggan and
the modern look is that putting that on his head. Like, now you've done it. That's a bogan. And it's blue too. Like, it's blue.
Yeah.
He's quintessential bogan in that look for Captain Boomerang. And like, he does have immense bogan
I
energy.
love both of these characters very dearly. I like.
You
both
say
of
that,
these
but when I
characters
brought up Captain Boomerang in a conversation about Boomerang, you said no bitch ass Captain Boomerang. Let's not be like that.
Well, I like Boomerang a lot more.
Yeah, but like,
I do also really like Captain Boomerang. What is he doing?
Captain Boomerang versus Boomerang in base forms, as opposed to...
They kind of have super forms, because, like, Boomerang's got this.
That's not a super form. That's a mistake.
Ah! Don't take me to the Marvel Wiki. And then Captain Boomerang does have, like, a green mutant form. Fucking.
To be honest, though, Boomerang vs. Captain Boomerang is a way more not Death Battle coded matchup than a Death Battle one.
Yeah, he's got like a big green buff for him.
Oh, it's from
Death Battle. I wish you could see the whole fucking thing.
It's from Death Battle. No wonder I don't know or care.
Also, he got the ability to create these black energy boomerangs that he just has an unlimited supply of.
That's really good.
What's weird is his son, this guy, has super speed because his mom is a speedster. She's related to one of the Flashes. I forget which. It's a whole thing. But the Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League game gave Digger the super speed.
I really like the fact that the Flash's villains tend to be so like low scale. Like, I think it's like, it says a lot about Barry as a character that all his main like lineup of villains, with the exception of like Gorilla Grodd and the other speedsters, are all pretty low scale, low power, because they have like an understanding between each other, you know, to a degree.
Yeah, the
like,
rogues are a very, very good villain.
the rogues are way friendlier with the Flash than like any other hero is with their villains, you know? Like, you compare, I mean, I guess Superman has like a cordial relationship with some of his villains sometimes, but that's only sometimes. Because a lot of the time, Superman's villains need to be particularly heinous to stay his villains for an extended period. But like, look at Batman's relationship with Bane. Like, you wouldn't call that friendly.
No, not at all.
And Bane's probably one of the more amicable, because I'm pretty sure there have been times where Bane and Batman have worked together.
Look at this shit-ass lineup of villains.
Now, hold on.
This is the Sinister Syndicate. It's
hold on.
Beetle as the leader.
It has Beetle, so it's not that shit-ass.
It's Beetle as the leader.
It's also got
Rhino, Boomerang, Hydro-Man, Speed Demon, and then for a little bit in the middle of the run, Shocker.
You excited for the Sinister Six versus the Rogues?
I mean, what, like the blog?
Yeah. You ready to see the Sinister Six just get washed?
No, that's so funny too, because like the Rogues absolutely, like Weather Wizard alone pretty much zero diffs the Sinister Six. He hard counters basically all 6 of them. Yeah, this is them. This is my Rogues matchup team. I want to see these fucking idiots versus the Rogues.
I like how like most Beetle fans probably only know him from the animated series. Like not even like the one that he's kind of Beetle in, the one where he's just not Beetle at all.
Shout out my friend Lane. Me and her are the 2 biggest Beetle glazers that we know, because it's just like Abner has had such a fucking weird journey through like his different Beetle designs when he was still Beetle to his like 20 fucking years straight of being Mach whatever iteration as a part of the Thunderbolts. Like he's one of the most core members of the Thunderbolts as a different identity than Beetle, so most people just don't know that. Oh, and then the Sinister Syndicate did have a couple different revivals. There's this one which was all women, and it was like focused on giving women like equal equity and shit in like superheroes or in supervillain stuff, like treating it like a business. Which this is Tombstone's daughter, the new Beetle, so that makes sense. But then the deadly foes of Spider-Man, ooh, scary. There's the superior foes of Spider-Man, which is just like the worst team of villains ever. So it's Janice as Beetle, and then Speed Demon, Boomerang, and Shocker from the original lineup. And then Overdrive, who can like upgrade any vehicle that he has his hands on. And this whole run is so stupid, but I love it to death.
Yeah, I mean that's just one of your core personality traits. Is you find a comic book character no one's talked about in half a decade, and you decide I'm a big fan of them now.
My favorite comic book character is Spider-Man. I don't want to hear it.
I says one of your key traits. Not that one of your most read characters in comic book is Rodan.
Listen, that was for business reasons. First of all.
Okay, Rodan fan. I'm not hearing that from a Rodan fan.
Oh, hell yeah.
I bring up Rodan, and he has a little argument with himself about how much he actually likes Rodan.
40 cents. They're worth way more than that.
I mean, it's not... Hold on, let me look at this card. 3 mana for a 3/3 with trample. What? When you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater. Okay, it's just decided to stop connecting, so I can't finish reading the card.
Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, you may exile the top card of your library. If you do, you may play that card until you exile another card with this creature.
Ooh. Okay. Maybe it's a little bit slow. It's a little slow. But
I love the fucking description of Boomerang managed to assemble a squad that really wasn't and certainly wasn't all that sick. So that's a little bit is that the number of people in this team throughout the run flips between like 3 and 5.
I love the flavor text on Magic cards. I love the flavor in Magic cards. Like, there's a card called like 100-Handed Giant. You wanna know what its ability is?
What does it do?
It can block 99 additional attackers in one combat phase.
That's pretty funny.
You're never gonna use that. No one's gonna have 100 guys going at once, but that's so funny.
Oh, also, this is a weird thing about Shocker. Shocker's an African American man these days, which he did not used to be.
Yeah.
Which I think is for MCU synergy.
Yeah, it's for the MCU.
Which is weird, because the MCU version, the first Shocker just ate shit and died, and the second Shocker, that's not Herman at all. That's that's just not what he's like.
The first Shocker
also,
is not
like,
is just a white guy in the MCU.
I can understand the MCU synergy if it was a character anyone gave a fuck about. Who are they appealing to by changing Shocker? Like, most people probably don't know what Shocker looked like without his mask anyway. He's the Shocker. It's just such a bizarre case of it to me, because it's like, there's plenty of other cases. Like, I think it's really interesting what they did with the Eternals, how they changed the genders to match the MCU version of the characters, and then they had that just be an exploration of, like, the Eternals don't exist as, like, binarily as a lot of humans do, I guess. And so for an Eternal, changing the gender they identify with, I guess, just comes a little more naturally, and they have, like, their little explorations of it. I think that's kind of neat. I think that's kind of interesting.
Okay, Don,
I
can you
love
look up?
this cover.
Look up Crooked Custodian instead. I didn't see the one I'm looking for.
Okay. Nothing to see here, just carrying a carpet. Yep, the carpet wears boots. Stop asking questions.
Who is that? Out of Spider-Man's rogues, who is that? Who does that apply to?
Say this Tombstone, perhaps?
I could see him saying that.
Nothing to see here, just carrying a carpet. I would say probably Tombstone, yeah. Black Panther.
No, hold on. Why is he showing up for Crooked Custodian? That seems unfortunate.
He's not a custodian, he's the Black Panther.
He's not crooked either.
There he is again.
Oh, that one makes sense. That's just the Marvel. Black Panther is like the poster boy for Marvel superheroes crossover with magic. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's odd. It's cool. It's odd.
What a team up. What a lineup of characters this is. The Human Torch just kind of on his own with them. Not to mention Scarlet Witch is just kind of there for some reason.
Wolverine. None of the other X-Men.
I mean, Scarlet Witch sometimes. But then Iron Man gets to bring in War Machine.
Wasp, no Ant-Man.
She-Hulk, no Hulk.
Kamala, yeah, that makes sense.
Kamala,
sure.
Kamala with no Inhumans makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because she's with the X-Men these days. Haven't you heard?
Yeah, she's not an Inhuman. She's an X-Human. You actually look up Lava Axe. I want you to look up Lava Axe, read the whole card to me, and tell me what vibe you get. Lava Axe is not very good, but it's one of my favorite cards. The first one.
Catch.
Look at the art. Look what it does.
Deals 5 damage to target player or planeswalker.
Literally, it's just
You're just
play
throwing it at me.
Yeah, I just love.
Uh-oh.
I love the text is just catch. That's all it is. It's like an axe. It's literally exactly what it says on the tin. It's axe made of lava.
That's pretty good. That's a good bit.
I learn a lot of magic. There's a fucking I forgot what it's called. There's a troll that like can like giant troll or something. Giant troll, giant ogre that like you can sacrifice a creature to do direct damage to a player, and the concept behind it is it's picking up the creature and just throwing it. It's pick up one of your guys, throwing it at the other player. It's so silly. But it's great.
That's pretty funny.
But I don't remember what it's called. Magic the Gathering fans that are clearly down there below, tell me. But you don't like the Phyrexian characters? You don't like Phyrexia?
No.
Why is your page so fucked?
Me?
I like looking at just this the top line is just there's just 3 guys throwing an axe, 1 axe floating on its own, and another guy conjuring more axes for the other guys to throw. That's what it looks like. It's like a team.
That's a pretty funny concept.
That feels like it would be a lineup of Spider-Man villains. 3 guys doing the same thing, a guy just kind of standing around, and a guy giving them the ability to do the same thing again. Who the fuck are the enforcers?
So you've got Fancy Dan, who is the greatest judo master there is.
No, he's
You've
not.
got Montana, who has a lasso he's very good at using, and you've got the Ox, who's quite large. And then they're led by where the fuck is he? There he is, a big man.
He's not even the biggest one there.
Get this, a crime boss.
That's stupid.
Or actually, something that better fits what you're fucking talking about.
Okay. The Wrecking Crew, yeah. I see that.
Because he just gave them their powers.
I like how, like, Wrecker himself...
Yeah?
Hold on. I just got a critical alert from the Australian government. What's going on?
Australia's sinking. It's going into the ocean.
No, I know what this is. Australia are doing this new like automated. Wow, this is gonna tell you exactly when this video took place. Australia doing this like automated testing thing, or like automated alert thing. So when there is a big emergency, it'll automatically play a loud piercing noise through any devices. Because obviously playing it on the news, not everyone watches TV anymore. So it's a way to just kind of alert people when there's a danger happening. So if someone shoots a missile at us, I'll know. I'll know to shit myself before I die.
So fun fact about these guys, specifically this one, Thunderball, is that he is considered the second most knowledgeable person on the planet in gamma radiation.
Who's number 1, I wonder?
This man is considered in lore, they call him the Black Bruce Banner. He's second only to the Hulk in knowledge on gamma.
He knows more about it than Amadeus Cho.
Thunderball.
He knows more about it than Amadeus Cho. He knows more about it than Amadeus Cho. That I don't get. The one thing I like about Wrecker is that he looks like he should be some sort of like D-list Daredevil villain. But he would annihilate Daredevil in a fight.
No, he would beat the shit out of Daredevil.
Because he's like a Thor villain half the time. Like, that is unacceptable, right? Like, why does he look like that? Yeah, I know about Speed Demon.
I love Speed
Look at
Demon.
that figure. Look at that interesting figure that the stuff he comes with. His accessories. He comes with a torso. And...
That's really funny. Do you know what that is?
No, I just know that I saw this on the shelf once and was just really confused.
in Superior Foes, they're trying to look for the head of Silvermane, who was like a cyborg mafia or Magia leader. He's the leader of the Magia, which is like the biggest contender to Kingpin's like crime syndicate. And there were like fairy tales passed around between like D-list villains that go to the bar with no name that his head had been lost and was taken in by a mother and child and just kind of lived with them as like their weird like talking head roommate and like moved around on the kid's like remote control car. And then Shocker, who washes up in this area after being thrown into a river in the back of a car, finds him like this.
But why?
So that's Silverman.
That's really that's not. I'll note though that you're not looking at a figure of Shocker.
There it is. I fucking love this fight. This fight, I think this is in Thunderbolts, where Wrecker's just talking a bunch of shit, and then Speed Demon hits him in the shin with something, steals the crowbar, and just beats the fuck out of him. He's like, he says something around the lines of like, your type of villain always stands around giving like these big speeches or boasting or whatever. I'm so fast, I will just beat the shit out of you before you have a chance to like posture at me.
That implies a lot for Speed Demon's speed scaling. I'll know.
A couple characters have said that he's faster than Quicksilver, which, like, in the big cosmic race, he did do pretty well. To his credit.
Because if he's like fucking blitzing a Thor villain, that says a lot. That's funny. Him in Captain America outfit going full.
Yeah,
power.
here it is. Actually, here's that same cosmic race. That's
what a random
Makari.
lineup.
Hold on, let me find like the actual shit.
Actually, I guess the lineup's not as random as the fact that there's just a Captain Marvel in it, and there's one guy flying, which seems a bit unfair.
Okay, so this happens in a Quasar run. I actually have read this comic.
Oh, that would explain why he's there then.
The Runner shows up, one of the Elders of the Universe, and gathers all these people to have a big cosmic race from Earth to the Moon, but it's also like a condensed space, so it's longer than that.
I'd hope, because these guys could get there in like an instant.
We've got Quasar, Blur, Quicksilver, Speed Demon, Makari, Whizzer, Photon, or whatever the fuck she is at the time.
At the time, she's Captain Marvel.
I forget who that is.
Is that Black something?
Black, something. But, yeah, you can see a little bit of the race here. Rambo's one of the first ones to get eliminated because the way that she moves, the runner is like, oh, technically your feet are leaving the ground for too long, so it barely counts as levitation, and you're disqualified.
That's crazy.
Do you know anything else about this comic run?
No. You tell me that
in this story, all of these characters keep racing, and our other main focal character is Makari, because him and Quasar are super close. This is one of the Eternals. She's, I think, like, deaf in the movie, and she's a woman in the movie.
Yeah.
She's a woman these days, but he's a guy right now. And he is getting, like, all in his feelings because he was, like, injured or whatever, so he couldn't race properly. And then halfway through the race, this fucking guy shows up, and he's like, I have form again. Where am I? This is not my space. This is not my...
This looks really familiar, actually.
And so we're like, who the fuck is this guy covered in energy? He starts jogging in place and just zooms past fucking everyone and wins the race. And Makari's like, who the hell was that? Like, I'm heartbroken. Who is this? So this guy, he's like, fast forward, huh? He's like, still can't remember my original name, but it's better than Buried Alien, isn't it? Because Runner asked him his name is like, what is it like to be the fastest man alive? He says, I don't know. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. And he's like, what's your name? He says, Buried Alien or something like that. So a little event had just happened in DC called the Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
And the last time we saw Barry Allen, he ran until he turned into nothing. And this comic implies that when he turned into nothing, instead of dying, he went to Marvel briefly just to mog all of Marvel's speedsters at once in a race and then go home.
That's really funny. Yeah, I knew that image looked really familiar of like the guy, on his knee, the energy around him. That looked really familiar. Yeah.
So this is Barry Allen.
I mean, not officially, it's not, but you know.
Semantics.
I wonder if the Flash beats Quicksilver though.
I mean, recently Quicksilver has had more concrete, like infinite or immeasurable speed, I guess, but it's like he's still not anywhere near as strong as Barry.
Yeah. Recently, Quicksilver has concretely placed himself as fast enough to be blitzed by the Flash.
Yeah. What
Surely,
the fuck?
It's probably a comic connected to the MCU.
Oh, this is Speed Demon in Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah. Alright, I think we've gone suitably off topic for long enough. Hope you all enjoyed the pointless ramble of nothing. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye, Don.
Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.